Hi, this is Amber with WaveRez, and today we are going to go over how to cancel only part of an order. So in front of me, I have an order that I've created here to give you guys an example. So what do I mean by part of an order? So kind of give a little rundown of the basic function of an order is an order will have an order number as shown here. It's a number and a series of letters. There will be a name associated with that order. And on an order, you can have multiple types of trips. So as you can see here, I have jet ski wave runner rental, and I have another jet ski wave runner rental. The reason this is because there can only be one piece of equipment associated with each trip. So if you're in the rental business in general, or if you only have one ticket sold per piece of equipment, then you will have multiple trips on an order if people have multiple pieces of equipment. So basically, to sum it up, if you have multiple pieces of equipment, like you rent out multiple pieces of equipment, then each piece of equipment will have its own trip. Now, if you run, like say a charter boat and you have 50 tickets on one charter, then all 50 of those tickets can exist on one trip if somebody booked all 50 for one order, but in theory all 50 can exist on one trip because it's only one piece of equipment. But if you have multiple pieces of equipment, you'll have multiple trips. So now we kind of got that out of the way. We have an order, which is the name, the order number, and then we have the trips, which if you go to the trips tab is where I'm at right now, you'll see the multiple trips. You can also see the multiple trips on the overview page. So on the overview, you can see we have 2 trips listed here. But to manage them, we will have to go to the trips page. So if we only want to cancel one piece of equipment for this particular order, say they don't want 2 jet skis anymore, they only want 1, then we'll need to cancel part of this trip. So we have a reservation status, which probably most people are familiar with using up in the top left-hand corner here. This reservation status just basically controls all trips at one time. That's why you have these item breakdowns. These are the trips. So each trip has its own reservation status. So if you scroll down on the trips page, you will see reservation status, confirmed, reservation status for the second trip, confirmed. So in order to just cancel one boat, or one trip in this instance, then we can click on reservation status, change that to canceled, click save status. It's going to ask us for a reason. It's going to ask us if we want to apply a fee. So if you have a cancellation fee associated with this partial cancellation, you would input that here. If not, then you can type 0 or leave it blank. You can send the customer the cancellation email and text message if you'd like, and you have to confirm that it's already been refunded. In this instance, it's the only time I would recommend canceling part of an order prior to refunding, and I'll show you why here in a second. So once we hit save, it's going to adjust the balance due. So now we know exactly how much we need to refund the customer. So in a partial refund of an order or partial cancellation, just canceling one trip on an order, I always recommend just doing the cancellation first and then processing the refund. That way you know exactly how much you have to refund. So now we have a balance due on the order and we need to make sure that that is leveled out. So we do have that first trip is marked as canceled. Now there's only 1 ski on this order. So we'll go to the payments tab and process a refund. It's going to auto-populate the amount that's due back to the customer. So we'll just go ahead and click OK. Now our total matches our paid and we are good to go. And we only have 1 ski on here. And you can see the little overview here as well. We only have 1 ski on this order. So I hope that helps understand how to cancel only part of an order.